I've had a lot of people contact me over the last 3 weeks wondering where I've been, worried about me. You know, Suntan, Alex from Reporterify Media, Brad from Sian, to Bill from Ontario, to there's just like there's just too many to name. But the reason why I've gone dark over the last couple of weeks is because we've been in Chongqing. I really didn't have time to make any videos. Back in 2018, 2019, Weifang was dealing with breast cancer in Canada, and we went through chemotherapy, and we went through radiation, we went through all of the trials and tribulations of a tragedy like that in our lives. And every 6 months, and after we got done with this, every 6 months we would go to Chongqing to get a checkup for her, and it was a chance to visit with Robert, our friend. He's not only our friend, but he's our oncologist, so it's the perfect friendship, and he's a good guy too. This time we were going to spend some time with Alex from Reporterify Media because he's up in Chongqing too, and so we go up and we take our tests, or Weifang takes her tests, and it comes back positive. Our world stopped at that moment. When our world stopped at that moment, we started to understand that we had a problem. We just finished off 3 weeks of radiation. Well, actually 10 days, but it was over a 3-week time period. We got Weifang CT scans, we've got Weifang bone scans, we've got Weifang pathology tests, we you know, all of the things that they need to diagnose, understand what type, and make the right drug treatment for her. Okay, I had no time to make videos. We were dealing with this, and we were dealing with it 24/7. Maybe we weren't at the hospital all the time, but in our minds, anybody out there that's had cancer or has had a family member with cancer can understand what I'm saying. It gets you. It really gets you. So after all of the tests and the radiation and everything, we're back. Obviously, we're back in Guangxi Autonomous Region. For how long? We're leaving on February the 26th. I should name this video "Why I Left China." Everybody does that. Why do you leave China? We're not leaving China forever. Before this all happened here in the last 3 weeks, guys and girls, Weifang and I were talking about actually spending the rest of our lives here in mainland China. If we're healthy, if everything goes properly, that would be our plan. Because Weifang had cancer in the past, she's not insurable. Pre-existing conditions and all of that stuff, anybody that's dealt with insurance understands this. So when we went to do all of this stuff in Chongqing, after the dust settled, it cost, I don't know, about 80,000 RMB over a 3-week time period. So what's that in Canadian dollars? 15, 16, 17,000, I don't know. So Weifang and I talked about this. Weifang and I talked about this extensively over the last couple of weeks, and she says that she'll feel more comfortable in Canada, where she's got the Canadian healthcare system. It's not costing a lot of money. Well, it doesn't cost anything. We've paid our taxes over the years, running business and working and whatever. So it's a benefit that we've worked for, and why not take advantage of that? And if Weifang feels more comfortable in Canada and dealing with Canadian doctors, well, that's exactly what she's going to get. My channel, what direction is my channel going to take? Well, I thought about this a lot too. This channel is about my life and Weifang's life and our retired life, and it's in China right now. It's been in Thailand, it's been in Malaysia, it's been in Cambodia, it's been in Japan, it's been in Canada, the United States, and Mexico. It's been all over the place. This portion coming up in the near future is going to be in Canada. Am I going to have my political opinions? Definitely. Am I going to be putting out videos every 3 days? Absolutely not. I don't think I can do it. Weifang is more important, in her health and taking care of her is much more important than putting out videos on YouTube. Sorry, YouTube, you're not as important as my wife. But the idea is there's a lot of people that have invested a lot of time in this channel, watching it, following our lives, and both Weifang and I felt that you needed an explanation about why the channel has a hiccup, why we're not putting out content, why are my backgrounds so damn beautiful. Like, seriously, I'm going to be doing some stuff from Vancouver Island. I'll show you, and the Canadians and the Americans and stuff, they see this stuff on a regular basis. Norway, Sweden, and you know what I mean, beautiful Western scenery and stuff. The people in China, on my Douyin, on my Tutiao, on my Weibo and Billy accounts and stuff like that, you're in for a treat, because I'm telling you, Vancouver Island is one of the most beautiful places in the world also. It's one of those things. So I'm going to be doing the same type of videos, but only from a different location. I might not have that bounce in my step because of what we're going through. It might not be as often putting out videos as I do in China, because I'll be dealing with Weifang and helping Weifang along, and you know, treatments, and I'll be doing most of the cooking and cleaning, I'll tell you that right now. But you know, so all of these things combined are going to be taxing on my time. I'm going to try to do as much as I can with the channel, but please just bear with us at this time period. So I guess that's basically where we are at this point in our lives. We're scheduled to fly back to Canada on February 26th if everything goes good. We still have another trip up to Chongqing on February the 21st. To take another CT scan, make sure that the radiation that Weifang took worked, and things aren't spreading any more than they were 3 weeks ago, when all of the CT scans and the bone scans and all of that other stuff was done. So if everything goes good, we'll be back on Vancouver Island on February the 26th, and I'll try to keep you guys updated. As I say, this is the video. This is the only video in my world that I never wanted to make. I have to say one thing though, there are differences in the healthcare system in Canada and China. We went to Chongqing on January the 6th. On January the 7th, Weifang had her CT scans. On January the 8th, she was diagnosed. On January the 12th, she started radiation treatments. On January the 25th, she was done her radiation treatments. On January the, I think it was the 23rd, she started on her drug therapy. You know, so very quick and efficient. I tell you, the doctors here in China and the hospitals here in China are amazingly fast at diagnosing and getting treatment to the patients. If you don't have insurance, it gets expensive. Most Chinese people have 70 or 80% of their medical expenses covered through government insurance. It makes it easier for them. For people like us as foreigners and not insurable in China, well, Weifang, I would be insurable in China. It makes it a little bit more difficult. It makes it more expensive. In Canada, things are a little bit slower. They're more thorough, and it doesn't cost anything for a Canadian citizen. That said, when we get back to Canada, we've got a 3-month waiting period before our insurance kicks in. So you think China's expensive? If this stuff was done in a place like Canada or the United States with no insurance, it probably would have bankrupted us. I tell you that right now. but we have a 3-month time period to wait when we get back to Canada before our insurance kicks in and Weifang can get medical treatment through the healthcare system in Canada. We looked at that, and we have drug treatment that we're taking with us from Chongqing to Canada so she can keep up with all of her drug treatments before the insurance kicks in. So I think we've got it covered. I think we've covered that window, you know, so we can travel and do everything that needs to be done to keep her healthy, happy, and content and comfortable in this terrible freaking time. I'm telling you guys, this is the worst 3 weeks of my life. Weifang and I have been married and been together for over 18 years. We've been sort of linked at the hip. When you see one, you see the other. We don't go anywhere without the other. We've just spent every minute of every day together. We've invested our time in China. We've invested our time in YouTube. We've invested our time in traveling. We've invested our time in just having a great retirement, relationship and retirement, running businesses in the earlier days and stuff. And this is the hardest time that we've had in our entire relationship this last couple of weeks. So I'm not sure how many videos I'm going to be putting out per month from now until we get this thing under control, because Weifang is definitely the most important thing in my life. I'm going to focus mainly on her health, what she needs, how to keep her comfortable, how to make her happy, and what's the best for her in these trying times. I hope you guys and girls can be patient with the channel and just sort of, I don't know, support us in this freaking terrible time. Anyway, that's another video. The video that Gweilo 60 didn't want to make. Bye now.